Hi, this is Pastor Heber Brown.
And I'm Davon Love.
And certainly the two of us and so many of you watching this have been involved in the current struggle to secure justice in light of the murder of Freddie Gray and the larger issues of systemic violence that has a very long track record in Baltimore as well. And we just thought that in the midst of everything going on right now, we thought that it'd be important to pause and to give some insight because sometimes we can have a whole lot of activity, but we want to make sure that we have some focus in the midst of that as well.
It's really important that people are responsible. If you're interested in engaging in demonstrations, these are an important and essential piece of the movement. But you have to also keep in mind that there are people's lives at stake, people's children at stake. And so make sure that if you're deciding to do these demonstrations, that you're strategic and that you're thinking about the end goal as to what your particular action is going to produce.
In addition to that, we are thankful for the attention that this has garnered across the nation, necessarily so, and for those who are not from Baltimore, who are coming to the city to help lend their voice and their energy to helping to secure justice for our community and for our people. But we would ask that for those who are not from Baltimore and those who don't have a track record of working here in the city on justice issues, that you would be so kind as to defer to those of us who've been in the community here. If you'd be so kind to reach out to those, even if it's not Davon or myself, but reach out to those people who are on the ground in the community to see how you can best help instead of assuming how you can help. It would really go a long way. Finally, for those who find themselves wanting to support and bringing out their families and friends and etc. to join these demonstrations and these marches, we would say don't be afraid to ask questions of the organizers before you just join in. Sometimes we can assume that because people have bullhorns that they should be credible and should be followed. Don't be afraid to do a background check and just ask simple questions like, can you share with me a little bit about what you've done here in Baltimore? What's your track record as it relates to building in our community, securing something concrete for our community? Just who are you? One of my Muslim friends, Davon, has this saying he always says, he says, you should give people a checkup from the neck up. So I want to say that to you. Give folks a checkup from the neck up. It don't have to be antagonistic or confrontational, but just politely ask. Tell me a little bit about what you've been doing. And if they're unable to do so, then you can make an informed decision about whether or not you should line up behind their action. So thank you so much again for all who are coming together in Baltimore right now. It's important that we organize just not for a moment, but we also look in the bigger picture and further out from just police violence as well. There's economic issues, educational issues, housing issues, planning and development issues. And this is a moment where all of that should be discussed in addition to the murder of Freddie Gray. Our condolences and prayers again to the family of Freddie Gray, to the family of Tyrone West, Anthony Anderson, Monet Turnage, and the countless others who have been victims of police violence, even with praying for the family of Natasha McKenna and so many others, not just in Baltimore, but beyond our region as well. I just wanted to offer that insight as we are all organizing and wanting to do something. Keep these words that we've shared in mind. Thanks.